Alright, here we go. Trailer.
まだ残っていたか。病原菌が人間はすべて根絶やしにする。何者だお前は。趣味でヒーローをやっているものだ。
Right, I can only imagine like this story mode is just gonna be exactly like Jump Force.
Yeah, exactly.
People standing at each other.
Fighting other creative characters.
Right. I'm surprised Vaccine Man not doing his Frieza counterpart float.
Oh, at least you get choices this time.
Right? Probably lead to the same thing though.
At least the colors are right. It's not like super ugly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, the CACs.
That's what people want, you know?
Full force.
Oh,
they're everywhere now. Every game.
This story mode looks better than Jump Force, so at least.
I feel like that's only because the visuals look better. I think from what it seems, like from the trailer at least, it's like they're gonna just go through the season 1 and season 2 story maybe, but just shove in the created character.
Yeah, hold out for hero revivals, so I'm guessing the created character is going to be really weak at first.
Yeah. Super jobber. Look at these random created character thugs.
Yeah. Adapt to events that change the course of battle.
Course of battle.
I hope that's God. Like story mode. Oh my god. I hope that's story mode only.
That looks really bad.
Yeah. I can't even tell what's... This is like a Megazord to stomp on. You battle for the grid?
Oh god. I love how they hype it up like super climactic battles.
Right? Await you.
A video game nobody owns.
Coming in.
I don't know. I don't know what it is with Bandai recently. I feel like they're just trying to chase that check by shoving in all these created characters into these games.
I was looking at it. Is it closed beta? You can be playing as created characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, see that?
Look at the top left. It's right there.
Oh.
Those are both created characters too.
Oh. I'm trying to look at the created characters' moves. I saw like at one point.
Yeah, like if you look that timestamp you just passed, it looked like he did like kind of like a chase, I guess.
Yeah, like I think on the bottom of the left, it showed his moves. Fang.
Interpolation.
Executive number. So the created characters is gonna have moves of the original characters.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just
like
consecutive
normal punches is Saitama.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Fang is, well, it's probably.
It might be Bang, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I do not know what mode changes. I'm guessing.
Yeah, just your typical power up, Super Saiyan mode. Feel me?
It's probably like Awakening or something. I don't know.
Look, right here you see it.
Yeah.
Then you see how he chases after him. He calls in the assist for like an extension.
Yeah. Look like hero. So the hero's supposed to be stronger than Moomin Rider?
I guess so.
Oh
I'm assuming because the trailer makes it seem like your created character will rise through the ranks.
Yeah.
So you'll start off like D, and then you rise your way up to S.
If they're including villains, still like give you an option like to be a villain or something, you know?
That requires too much effort. We only have one story mode now. So yeah, I wonder how far they'll be going with the story. I don't think it'll be too far. But I think the season 2 characters won't be there in like a canon capacity. They'll just kind of like show up. They'll probably just cover season 1. Look at that. Oh god. Oh my
Horse
god.
face.
That bright yellow neon color. Street Fighter X Tekken and stuff.
Song's nice at least.
Yeah.
Can't believe they got
I
a jam
mean,
project for this game.
right? They must have gave them a serious check.
So hitting people reduces time too.
Yeah, kind of like the Saitama
So,
mechanic.
like, what was
before.
this? Like,
So that looks like a clash.
it says both
Like
says
they
block.
yeah, they both attacked at the same time. So I guess it just sets them backwards.
It was like was she like plus or something?
No, I think what happens after that is you can cancel into something. So right there, it looks like she went into like her special move when they both clash.
Oh god. What is this?
Look at this. He canceled his. Wow, that's crazy. He canceled his flash guard, or his flash counter, sorry, into his assist call.
Adapt to events to change the course of that. That's exactly what we want.
You saw Genos getting juggled by those meteors.
Right? And Saitama could just run through everything. Right?
So in reality, it's everyone but Saitama adapts.
Yeah, at least I think he falls to the ground too. All these popular characters, Vaccine Man, and
Right? Yo, everyone wanted Vaccine Man when this game was announced. Like, everyone.
and what like Hercules, Kabuterimon. I don't know. I don't know his name.
Look, see? Genos just getting juggled.
Come on, oh god.
Oh, God. And it does mad damage, too.
Like it was going. Let's imagine having a draw.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Just getting stomped out by, like, a stage hazard.
Yeah.
I remember JoJo All-Star Battle had stage hazards, but you could at least turn them off.
J-Stars too. Yeah.
This is like, I don't know what to expect. Look, like, you can even do emotes.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait for the Jump Force online lobbies to come back.
Oh yeah. Everyone just standing around, you know. Just give it one more watch.
Those CACs.
Look at all those
oh,
colors. Jeez, they're already. They're
Man. I
really,
read that one thing. At least the CAC looks more varied
Yeah.
than the other games.
they realize people really love creative characters, you know,
Right?
in their
Maybe we
anime
should-
IP games.
Right? Maybe we should try a little bit now.
Yeah, just put it in Tokyo Ghoul.
Put in everything.
They
One
probably-
Piece will have character creators soon enough.
Yeah. They probably saw those Soul Calibur screenshots. Everyone making their characters.
Right?
Then you got
People
what?
bought
Cold,
that.
then you got Cold Vein. People making all those anime characters.
Oh god. I haven't seen like a single person talk about Code Vein's gameplay. Like I've just seen people talk about character creation. So
Yeah.
wow.
It was
Really
kind of like that with Soul
nothing to go.
Calibur. Like people getting creative, but I never actually saw people actually. I mean, outside like people in the FGC, they played it, but in casuals, it was just creative
Like
character stuff.
One Punch Man would not be the series that you expect for this to happen. Like,
Yeah, right.
But now I guess the character picks are making more sense now because it's like they need stuff for the CAC.
All their functions, just like in Jump Force.
Exactly. Who doesn't want Vaccines Man's hype tech? And if you look, I don't know if they increased the time, but the Saitama meter looks like it has more time than the other footage that we saw. Like towards the end. Like you even see the combos. Like right here in this gameplay, he has like 235 seconds roughly. But look how fast it goes down. Like,
Yeah, like -8.
He did one combo, -8, and then he did another combo, -8 again. And that's not even including like a just guard or a flash counter.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Saitama's like mad strong for how fast you can make him show up.
Like I wonder if like this is gonna be like a villain equivalent to Saitama. I'm guessing it might be Boros maybe.
Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know how strong Boros is compared to.
I mean, even canonically speaking, Boros was like, Saitama was just kind of fucking around with Boros. So it's like, even like, I read the webcomic, there's no one to this day who like Saitama is like, well, he's giving me a rough time. Like
I
it's
mean,
just crazy for a guy like, especially in the last gameplay, we saw that he doesn't take like barely. He takes like no chip. He can literally make you lose your whole health
yeah,
on
with chip
chip.
damp. Yep.
Yeah, like crush your guard. So you can't even turtle this man. So it's like for as strong as he is, which I guess makes sense for Saitama, but in a fighting game, it's like, come on.
Yeah. But I mean, could like Boros could he like crap on all the other characters outside Saitama?
I mean, I guess power-wise, canonically, maybe, but I don't really. I mean, potentially, it depends if they want to go for it or not. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I see them making Boros like Saitama's villain equivalent.
Yeah.
But considering that the hero mechanic we see is going to be a big part in the story, I don't see why they wouldn't necessarily try that with a villain character. And then, as far as it seems, is like they definitely don't want to seem to spoil the anime guys, so I don't think they're gonna go super far into the story. So I don't think we'll have to worry about like seeing anything, because there's definitely more characters that are really intense and overpowered, but it just depends on how far they go. Like if we see like Black Sperm or like Hobo King or anybody like that, like, I don't know if they're gonna go that far.
I just hope the frame rate stays stable. So it was 60 FPS in the gameplay we saw, but now they got all this
Yeah.
stuff
All this
dropped from the screen. Yeah.
meteorites, giant monster feet. Like it's gonna be nuts.
So I noticed like in Kill la Kill If, like DTR, like when you like in Valor 1, his like super if you like block it, drops the frame rate.
Yeah.
Yes.
It like so it's especially a game like this where from what we've seen, there's gonna be like beams and characters swapping every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And like just craziness all around.
Yeah. Falling from the skies.
Yeah, the least we can hope for is like a stable 60 FPS. But I think people are just gonna eat it up though, unfortunately, because they're like people were already nutting when they added the hero arrival mechanic for Saitama.
Yeah, people going crazy for the created characters.
Yeah. Oh man, I get to make my own S rank. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind this created character stuff. Like they just focus on the gameplay, you know.
Yeah, but I definitely, and that's another thing that I don't get. It's like they make these games fighting games, but it's like they don't. That doesn't really seem to be their focus.
Exactly.
You know, especially with like Jump Force, like that's just a good example. They had stuff like raids and like rankings and clans and stuff. Like you think they wanted to make like an action RPG or something, like something more casual.
Got the awful story mode and then like original story.
Yeah, with people getting. I mean, I want to see who got hyped for Prometheus when it was dropped.
Prometheus, Kane, what Galena.
Right. Those Toriyama characters that no one remembered.
I don't know, I think Toriyama was like, oh god.
Right? He's like, they want me again.
Like they could have had like Naruto and what? Who's the other? Oh yeah, Oda.
Could have Oda,
Yeah,
Kishimoto,
yeah, they could have designed a
Kubo,
villain each. Yeah.
anybody, yeah.
Then they have to have Toriyama design all 3 villains.
It's just I think Toriyama more so than other authors is like a name that pops out. You know what I mean? Like people are like, oh shit, Toriyama. You guys got him?
I'm sure.
Mention, like, you'd mention like Kubo. People would be like, Kubo? Who?
People, Kishimoto would love to draw the female character.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm really just surprised they went for the creative character in One Punch Man of all series. But
Yeah, I did not
Tokyo
expect
Ghoul
this.
has it. Yeah.
I saw a hero nobody knows, and I'm like, oh, that's all. Yeah, Saitama, but no, it's just a creative character.
And it's funny because in the story it fits. Like Saitama is the hero nobody
Yeah.
knows. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's just Saitama. Then this trailer drops out of nowhere. It's like, boom, created characters
And
are
so,
like the main
and
thing in
it's
this
like
game.
so fast. Like Jump Force came out not even a year ago yet.
Yeah. And the beta for this, like you mentioned before, is dropping 1 year after the Jump Force beta.
Yeah.
And from what it seems like, not for nothing, this game seems to borrow a lot mechanically from that game.
Yeah.
So it really just makes it come across as like the only thing they really had to work on was the character models.
Yeah,
Which, shit, even right now, the textures don't even look that amazing, you know?
and they're definitely gonna be reusing animations from other Spike Chunsoft games.
Yeah, we already saw fucking Moomin Rider
Yeah.
have Ryotsu's bike crash. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
which, like, it's just Spike Chunsoft basically has like a huge. It's like on their computer, on their software, they just have like a bunch of animations. They're like, throw this one in. You know, this one could rock.
I'm definitely gonna be looking at the sword characters and see what animations they share.
Oh god, I bet you Atomic Samurai is literally just Kenshin,
Yeah, maybe a mixture, throw an Ichigo in there. I don't know.
right? Like even I don't know if you noticed, but like even the created character just has Moomin Rider's moveset.
Yeah, just the punching.
Yeah, like it's literally the same animations. I don't know if it's just me though, but the combat looks a little faster than the
Yeah.
gameplay we saw at Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, it could be just editing. Yeah.
That too. I remember the Bamco was editing all those Jump Force trailers to make it seem super hype, super fast too.
Well, once the closed beta drops, I'm gonna pick the least appealing and ugly looking characters I can find that no one knows.
Right. I mean, depending on who's in, it'd probably be Moomin Rider.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Moomin Rider.
Depends on who's in the beta, but I'm gonna try the weaker characters. I don't really see myself using Saitama like that.
Yeah,
I feel like you're not really gonna play the game since he's just gonna one-shot everyone. Online though, online's about to be filled with Saitama. I feel like
You're right.
I feel like the meta in this game will kind of just be like, well, we need a team that can turtle as much as possible till Saitama shows up and then just fuck shit up.
You know, when Saitama comes out, everyone just go pull the plug.
Right? Like just have like the assist that like is plus, that keeps you mad plus, or plays a character that is constantly plus on block.
Like an assist that has like in a cage or something that holds someone down or something.
Yeah, probably one of like Espers, like either Tatsumaki or Fubuki.
Speaking
And
of
look,
speaking of
you even have
Espers,
the
you know what would be sick? Some
Mob.
mob, yeah.
Bandai probably already thinking of that. No, we could probably get some fans tossing Mob, little
Yeah,
Ray
right.
Gun DLC.
Right?
I don't know if you noticed, but the hero mechanic was actually used for the created character.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that implies that the created character will get stronger himself down the line. Possibly. I have no doubt that throughout the story, your character's gonna rise and rank.
Yeah, I
I feel like that's just
I
the game.
imagine like in story mode, like Moomin Rider's gonna be having trouble, and your creative character is probably gonna have to save him.
Yeah, because even there was a cutscene that had passed by, was from season 1, where that was when Saitama saved Moomin Rider, and your creative character was in that scene. So I have no doubt, like yeah, we were saying, you're just gonna play through like season 1 of the game.
Yep. It's supposed to be launching next year.
When do you think it will launch? I'm gonna assume not too far behind Kakarot, maybe February.
When's Kakarot coming out?
January 17th.
Yeah. Actually, when's Final Fantasy VII coming out?
March.
Yeah, probably February.
Yeah, because I don't think they'll shoot for April. That's kind of far out. And after this created character trailer, I find it kind of hard for them to keep up the hype. Like, who else are you gonna announce other than Garo, which is a given? Suryu maybe. Unless they just start adding like even more random jobber villains, which I don't think they will.
I do like in a closed beta. It asks if you will write. You know, so they'll use your gameplay for adjustments and stuff. You know, actually, if you want to write stuff.
Feedback.
Of course, still they'll probably listen to the wrong people. You know?
Yeah, as always, like with Burning Blood, that happened. Like at
Yeah.
launch, people were complaining about flash counters being too hard,
Then
and
it made it
then
easier.
super easy. It happens
Now
like so many times in a match.
I just pick Shanks, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Get a Todd off of the flash counter. But I mean, I'm interested in them saying they'll take feedback, but they also said they were going to take feedback for Jump Force. So
Yeah, they definitely changed it for the beta. They made it, they made
yeah,
it work.
exactly. They made it like way more limited, and now the game is just like combo, like chain as many supers as you can, pretty much, so they can't escape.
Yeah, at least they made it like escape with your whole bar, but escape was so bad.
Yeah, to this day, escape is still plus the moment you use it. So you can just mash escape and hold block, or like escape into ultimate.
Yeah.
And this doesn't seem to have an escape mechanic, thank God, but the flash counter still looks pretty OD. At least just from the gameplay that we've seen.
And Awakening lasts so long in Jump Force. Goddamn.
Oh God. Yeah, you press. The only way Awakening runs out fast is if
Like
you
do like
use
the
it while
team
getting
one.
hit,
Yeah, yeah.
or the team one. Yeah. But if you like combo into it or do it raw, oh God, it lasts forever. That's what I'm kind of worried about in this game. Even though the last gameplay we saw from TGS, the Awakening mode didn't seem too long. But the fact that the characters have like a charge up mechanic, I think the charge up mechanic plus assist and the hero arrival mechanic, the game is going to end up being like stalling for time. Like you just want to stall as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. I just hate that it rewards people for for just losing.
Yeah, exactly. Like minus, and the TGS gameplay we saw was crazy. It was like minus 10 seconds for a flash.
They were going excited. They were excited like, oh, hype,
Yeah.
hype. Like what?
And then I remember when the developers, when they had Saitama versus Saitama, they were having a good laugh.
Yeah,
Like going on as they were mashing square. It's crazy. But I don't know. Well, I mean, the beta drops. What was it? November 1st to the 4th, right?
Yeah. Check it out.
So I guess we'll see then whether or not, a hero nobody knows becomes a video game nobody owns.
Imagine if Genos had Sune animations. Like,
God, that would be hilarious.
Jump Force guys would be so mad.
I feel like
they probably wouldn't recognize the animation anyway.
Nah, they wouldn't. No one even recognized Ryotu's bike crash.
Yeah, I remember like when Jump Force Ichigo, no one recognized that he has the same heavy string as he does in J-Stars.
Yeah.
Despite using like new swords and a bigger sword, is like not in
his
Bankai.
his moveset is like pretty much J-Stars besides the special moves.
Yeah.
I just think like it's kind of crazy. There's a lot of like laziness and rehash that I'm surprised not a lot of people are picking up on, mainly because that these people have been buying these games. Yeah. It's like you would think you would notice that,
Yeah.
But the cycle of Bandai is just up to whether or not people want to break that cycle.
Yeah. Then you got people telling them this game is great. Don't judge a game until it's like out. It's like,
2 million views saying how the Saitama mechanic is actually an amazing thing.
Yeah. I saw someone mentioning like, don't judge the game until it's out, and like, come on.
Yeah. Sometimes that applies, but it's like sometimes it's like you've seen enough to know.
Yeah, you've seen Spike Chunsoft games. We've been through this how many times now?
Countless.
People are gonna play the closed beta. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's amazing! This is the greatest fighting game ever." Then when they buy the game, they'll see a cutscene. They'll be like, "Oh, this is awful."
That's exactly what happened with Jump Force.
Yeah, that's right. Then people are like, "Wow, the beta, the gameplay is crazy." Then they saw like that cutscene of the created character, and they were like,
"Yeah, when was the Jump Force beta? November or December?"
It definitely wasn't. I think it was maybe November, maybe.
Okay, I remember when that last beta came out, people were gushing, and then the review copies came out like I don't want to say late January, and all of a sudden hot fire. I remember the internet was on fire.
Yeah, it was trending, and
yeah, either this game was trash or this game was great, or I'm gonna buy it anyway. I love these characters. And then it's like now nobody even talks about the game like at all. Like it's forgotten.
Yeah, exactly.
And the only people who are here getting hype about it are the same people who are hyped that Fat Boo got added to the game. Like, come on now.
Oh, Fat Boo, where's my? You could have
Yeah.
another Dragon Ball Z character, another Bleach character.
I mean, I feel bad for the Bleach boys because that's kind of all they got. That's the boat that. That's the only boat that's floating for them. But
They can play the
other
movies. They can play
dudes-
Brave Souls. You know.
Yeah, but like the My Hero guys and like the Dragon Ball guys, it's like, bro, you got another game coming around the corner.
Right?
You
Just
get
chill
games every year. Come on now.
People begging for Medaka. I'm like, how do people actually see Medaka box or just only know her from J Stars?
Yeah.
Like she's not even the most popular character in the series. Like 3 boys are like the.
So it's just like, I don't know, man. Bandai, I feel like it's only going to get better if people stop buying these games, but people are not going to stop buying these games. So it's like an endless cycle.
Yeah. Especially started with Tenkaichi 3, basically. You know, people love all these characters.
Yeah. It all started way back when. And it was funny because like Tenkaichi 3, as much as I even think the game is fun, I wasn't even using half those characters.
What was it? What?
Like-
Frieza Soldier?
Yeah, Frieza Soldier, Kui, like,
Tambourine,
come on,
whatever.
Cybermen. Not playing as these guys.
Like people need to realize like Tenkaichi 3 had like what 3 games to build up that roster.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you gotta remember, Tenkaichi is Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball money. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to expect these other IPs to get the same level of treatment that Dragon Ball does.
Like people need to realize like how many characters Storm 1 had on launch.
Yeah, that only had like 25. I
Yeah,
believe,
exactly.
or 26. And then Storm 2, they kind of like doubled the count, but they also had like a lot of well, I mean, all the Storm 1 roster was cut essentially, except for a few characters. And also, Storm is still Naruto. Like, people don't understand those are IPs that Bandai will be like, you know what, we're gonna cash out. And Storm 2 was coming out during like Shippuden's height, like the pain arc and everything. People were like nutting for Naruto.
Yeah. I'm just worried about Demon Slayer.
Oh god, so am I. Especially Demon Slayer, next big anime now, right after My Hero. And we saw how fast Bandai pulled the My Hero trigger. Like, season 3 wasn't even finished yet, and Bandai was already like, yo, One's Justice, let's go. And I remember because One's Justice, All Might versus All for One, that was like happening almost a few weeks before my One's Justice dropped. And it's just, now that this Demon Slayer hype is like fucking literally taking off immensely, I'm really worried like that it's gonna be something bad. And now we got Cyber Connect developing that game, the mystery title that we don't know that's supposed to be similar to Storm.
Yeah, it's probably gonna either be Bleach or something else. I don't know.
We'll see. You really think it's gonna be Bleach though? Like, you really think they take that chance?
Yeah, I mean, Bleach is super popular in the West, and they are aiming for like the West and all these games.
That's true. Shit, if it is Bleach, I'm gonna be shocked. To be honest, I'll be surprised.
I feel like we already had Bleach games similar to kind of like Storm, but
it's been so long since Bleach had a game too. I mean, but Bandai, you know how Bandai is. Bandai made a Tokyo Ghoul game when Tokyo Ghoul ended like a year and change ago. So,
like, even if they do a Bleach game, I wonder if they're gonna use the Quincy's. So, like, even like the Mobish, they'll use like the Shinigami, everybody else for the Shinigami from the arc, but they won't use like the actual new characters that appeared in the arc as playable.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so like none of the Quincy's playable, but you got
not even like the main villain. Nope. I don't know how to even pronounce his name.
Oh wait,
no?
Actually, I think he is playable. Yeah,
okay.
You watch or whatever. I think. Yeah, he's playable. Yeah.
That's still nuts though.
Yeah.
I have no doubt if they did release a Bleach game though, I don't think they would go too far into the time skip. Like, I mean, they're definitely gonna. I feel like they would add some manga content to get those Bleach fans. You know what I mean? Lining up at the stores. But I don't think that'll be like their focus.
Yeah, they definitely can like. long as they don't go crazy, like make like multiple Renjis, multiple. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yo,
also Cyber Connect though, so you know that actually might happen.
they could do multiple Ichigos. That's all right.
Oh, that's bound to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played Heat the Soul. Heat the Soul had like 7 games. No, have Heat the Soul had 8 games, I believe. And there was, granted, again, it's 8 titles, but
Hmm.
by the time the last one came out, it was mad Ichigos.
That's including White Ichigo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like I remember they had the original Ichigo, like I'm talking the first few episodes. Then they had Shikai Ichigo, Bankai Ichigo, Holified.
They had Hellverse
I
too,
mean,
or
no, they didn't have Hellverse.
uh, Zangetsu was playable, or
No, Zangetsu wasn't playable.
uh,
But they even had like movie characters, the movie
mm,
villains. They had a pretty thick roster. And I think like if CC2, let's say theoretically was developing a Bleach game, I don't know if it'd have the largest roster on launch because like you were saying, like most of these games they're like they take sequels and stuff to have large rosters.
I wonder if they're gonna do a substitution mechanic.
Probably, you know that arena anime Bandai Namco anime fighter staple, like it has to be
But
there.
they're gonna just flash step, right by them.
Yeah, I would have loved if more. I mean, obviously, Chunsoft is Chunsoft,
Hmm.
but it would have been cool to see anime games take the approach that Kill la Kill had, as far as escape mechanics. Like, because in Kill la Kill, like when you're escaping and you're bursting, not only do you have the chance of getting punished, but it's like you're also giving up meter for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah,
not a total get out of free. It's like, yeah, I got out of that combo, but I either sacrificed my valor or I sacrificed the combo extension. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and on
in a
top of
lot,
that, this cooldown. You can't
exactly.
build no meter.
But in a lot of these anime games, it's like I kind of get out of free and I keep all my resources.
Yeah,
Key example, Jump Force. Like, if I press escape, I still have all my meter. I still have my awakening. Like, I can still call an assist while I'm getting hit. It's just like I have so much in my capability, despite me getting punished, that it kind of like it feels like mainly in these anime games by Bandai, people have to make mistakes on top of mistakes on top of mistakes before they actually get punished.
exactly. Like when you're hitting somebody, they could just mash guard and just whatever, just counter. No, not mash guard. Wasn't it? It's
Exactly.
like punch, right?
Yeah, square. They have to
Yeah,
mash the attack button to a flash round.
yeah.
Like Jump Force, as an example. Once I attack my opponent, they get an escape. Now that I'm hitting them when they got an escape, I have to worry about getting hit by an assist blind spot.
And the best
And then
things is like using special attacks because they can't get out of special attack. So
exactly.
pissing.
So
Yep.
it ends up like you were saying, it develops a meta where we have to play a game a certain way that just feels mad dysfunctional because it's all based around us trying to not let people abuse escape mechanics.
Yeah, throwing armored special attacks, throwing beams, get a creative character with special attacks to complement to
Yeah.
each other. Pick a
Combo into your ult.
pick a godlike assist and just loop people over and over with specials.
So I'm really, I mean, obviously we've seen a lot of red flags with a hero nobody knows.
Yeah.
So I'm not holding out really too much hope. I'm really kind of expecting like a Jump Force 2, if you want to be honest, or at
Yeah.
least a Jump Force Light, because there's not as many escape mechanics it seems. But it's still, I'm not expecting anything too good
Yeah,
at
I'm not.
all.
I'm not either.
Like, we already know that Bandai really does like zero quality control. So
Yeah, their publishing is.
then
Ah,
it's funny because these games are so bottom of the barrel that they make the other games that we thought were mediocre seem godlike. You know
exactly.
what I mean? So games like Jump Force make games like Storm look amazing. So people are like, or like Striker, like people compare Striker to Storm 4, and no wonder like Naruto fans would be like, "Yo, Storm 4 is fucking godlike. Striker is ass." You know what I mean? Like I'm like,
Yeah.
if you really sit there, I'm like, I can't blame these people for thinking that because Striker looked better. To them, it played better. Like it functioned better than fucking getting Kugi punched in Striker. Like it's just nuts.
People like Storm, the best arena fighter in years, and like they like. They pretend Gundam doesn't exist, and it's like,
Yeah, like there are other titles that actually do the things people want really
yeah,
amazing, like provide that fan service, but also provide that good gameplay.
yeah,
Because ultimately, like you were saying, you were telling me when I was talking about Jump Force, you were saying that some anime fans just want the casual experience, and it's
yeah,
really hard to bridge the gap between the casual experience and like the people who want something a little more from their game.
yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't mean that it's impossible. You know, we've seen it.
So like every arena fighter, people will just shit on it because everyone knows what to expect from these games because
Exactly.
that's what people want. So when
And then the only,
when a good arena fighter comes out, people don't take it seriously and they just dog
exactly
it.
like Kill a Kill, literally Kill a Kill, Gundam, like the list goes on. Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Even
Dissidia.
Dissidia,
You're like,
like
oh, the
Theater
one v
Drop.
one game is great. It's,
Yeah, I missed my movies.
yeah.
Like people forget that the PSP games legit had an editor mode for how long the matches were.
Yeah, like
Like
you
it's
can have like
crazy.
1v1 matches, characters flipping, it's like 8 minutes.
Yeah, like it's even if you pull up the City of PSP tournament footage, the
Yeah,
matches are so long. It's crazy.
yeah, it makes fighters look like
Yeah, it
Marvel.
makes fighters. Yeah, it makes fighters look like Marvel essentially.
Or cross
Like
tag. It's just yeah.
it's crazy. Like it's a shame because then you get these titles that have effort and are just overshadowed, like Kill la Kill, and people are like, Kill la Kill's whack. Like, and it's sad,
And there's also
especially because
people
the game.
who buy fighting games, but they don't buy it to play online. They play against people. They buy it,
Yeah,
yeah, they buy it for single player content and the story.
yeah,
You see that a lot in NRS games like Injustice, Mortal Kombat.
yeah. There's
Yeah,
mad. The reason, one of the reasons those games sell so well is because people don't really buy to face others. People are like, well, I want to play the story mode, and they play the story mode, and there is nothing wrong with that. But it's just we have to find a way to appeal to both, and there's not a lot of games that can do that. Like I feel like, and then I feel like the ones that have done it, like you were saying, have gone overlooked. Like Dissidia did that. Dissidia had an extensive story mode.
yeah. There was like a new story mode for every DLC character. Like NT,
Exactly.
they had a new story.
And but what happened? That was overlooked. And Kill la Kill, I mean, even if the story wasn't the longest, I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? Like if you're a fan of the anime, the story was at least a worth a playthrough.
And, like people complain about like the lip sync, but like have y'all like played like the other Arxis titles?
Yeah.
The
Or
Guilty
not even
Gear and
not even just that, but it's like, is this minute complaint the complaint we're gonna make of everything possible right now? Like of the game being trash and having busted mechanics, and you know what I mean? Like you'd rather complain that the lip sync is bad when the gameplay is great. You know what I mean? To me, it's just dumb like shit like that.
like Kingdom Hearts 3, they said like what? They said like they couldn't do dual audio because they were redoing it for the lip sync.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, you guys kind of screwed yourselves out, the West that is, by complaining about the lip sync when they could have just easily tossed it in. But then they would have been like, oh, we can't. You know what I mean? Like, this lip sync's trash.
Like for One Justice, I remember the one tweet that was trending. And it was like it wasn't really gameplay. It was a story mode of All Might doing like his punch on One for All.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually, All for One. I think that's what his name is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I know a cutscene you're talking about where he was fighting All for One, and
Yeah.
like the cutscene was really bad. I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Like
I remember it was
United
trending.
States Smash, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
United States is that fight, the ending of the story mode. Yeah, people were complaining about that, but not like the game itself.
Exactly. It was like trending on Twitter.
Yeah, I remember the cutscene. I mean, the tweet was literally like, "This cutscene looks so garbage," and it was the finale of the game of All Might versus All for One.
Yep.
Like it's just crazy. I wish the energy that was diverted towards that would be diverted towards wanting these games to be better. Sometimes it makes me like realize stuff like Dragon Ball Fighters
Hmm.
is like a once in a lifetime thing.
It's a
For
miracle.
real. Yeah.
And you
Like,
gotta realize
coulda-
how many IPs like if they did 2D fighter would sell like Dragon Ball.
that too. And then it's like on top of that, this is another thing for the people who want more fighters type games. It's like, how many 2D fighters do you guys want?
Yeah, aren't you gonna try these other ones? Or,
Like we have OD fighting games right now.
Like Dragon
We
Ball still
got
being supported. Guilty Gear is coming out.
yeah, we got
Cross Tag still
yo
getting support.
yo. These are just Arx's fighting games too. Grand
Yeah,
Blue's dropping. Cross
exactly.
Tag's getting supported.
Yeah.
Uni ST is coming out with a new version. Dragon Ball's still out. Guilty Gear's still dropping. I just named 5 games. Those are only Arc.
Street Fighter 5 is still getting support.
Exactly. Tekken.
Mortal
You know what I mean?
Kombat.
Like, and the list keeps going. Like, there's fighting games. It's like Blade Strangers. Like, we can keep going. Like, mad,
Yeah,
like,
right?
minuscule ones. Skull. Like, it's crazy. There's so many fighting games right now. And I'm not saying it's not good to have more of these anime fighting games because that would be sick. Like, who wouldn't want to see a Yu Yu Hakusho fighters or a Naruto fighters? It would be dope. But it's like, at a certain point, you have to realize you can only tread so much ground.
Yeah, I think that's what
You
happened.
know?
Like before, they was putting out too many fighting games, and like so fighting games were dead for a moment.
Yeah.
Then like it revived with Street Fighter 4 because it was just too much.
So then, I mean, granted, we won't have to face something like that thanks to streaming and tournaments
Yeah.
and the grateful ability that we have to keep these games alive. But it's still like it's so crazy to see how we kind of want one specific type of game when there's so many other genres they could tackle. Like, who wouldn't want to see a co-op action RPG Demon Slayer game?
Yeah, that'd be
fire.
great. Yeah, online.
Yeah, like-
yeah.
Yeah, like you want to be like 4 players. You know, one of your boys is Tanjiro, one of your boys is Inosuke, you're Zenitsu, then someone's Nezuko, and you're like fucking up demons and stuff.
Like people
You
eat
know,
that up. You know, you don't always got to go
Yeah.
to arena fighter route.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, I
it
love
could,
arena
like,
fighters, but you know,
Yeah, like I mean, I know CC2 is mixed, but even them trying out Kakarot, like yo, you're appealing to a different kind of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. Granted, that's Dragon Ball, so they can take those risks. But still, it's like not everything needs to be an arena fighter.
yeah, like Fairy Tail doing RPG. You know, it's different. You know.
Yeah, like it was cool. I was like, yo, they're doing an RPG, let them rock. You know, when's the last time we saw like a big anime RPG that wasn't a mobile game?
Exactly.
I can't name it. I guess this shit is dropping on PS4, Xbox, you know, PC. Like I'm like, well, go. I mean, granted, it's not Bandai, but still, like at least they're trying something new.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Bandai's publishing it.
No. Koei is.
Oh, Koei is.
Koei, Tecmo, and Gust is developing.
Oh, so
Which, yeah, Gust is the developers of Atelier.
all right. So good. Bandai's not involved. Bandai's not involved at
Yeah,
all.
they don't got their like hands all over it.
On the Fairy Tail, the Shonen magazine, whatever content.
But then think about it like this, right? Like we have Burning Blood, a One Piece arena fighter. Then we got Jump Force, another arena fighter that does like essentially the same genre. Now we got One Punch Man dropping 1 year after Jump Force, doing
Same
the same
developers.
thing. Yeah, and we have My Hero dropping the same year as One Punch Man. That is the same exact like type of game, like a genre, the same genre. Granted, they play differently, but still, is like, damn, how many arena fighters are we gonna buy? Holy fuck! Especially when they're no effort. Like at least games like Gundam and Dissidia play totally different.
Exactly.
Totally different. Try to do something entirely different.
Even though they were both team arena fighters, they were completely different from each other.
Exactly. The system, the mechanics, nothing about those games is alike at all. Yet they can technically be both considered the same genre, team arena fighter.
Yeah, then you got J-Star, which is like more ground based.
Exactly.
Then you got Kamen Rider and Kamen Rider.
Yeah, I mean,
it had interesting gimmicks, you know.
Yeah,
Clock
it
up
tried.
and- yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it tried.
Yeah,
Like
it tried.
it could have done a little better, but I thought it would have been an amazing place for a sequel. But then Scramble happened. But anyways,
Yeah.
like it's at least these types of games try.
Oh,
to be
and also
different.
we'll try different. Black Clover. How can you forget
Yes.
that?
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was
Black
like a-
Clover was so original.
Third person hero shooters like Overwatch. You got like Asta, he's melee, he can bounce back projectiles.
Yeah, it was sick. I mean, granted, some of the game modes contoured to other characters better, but
Yeah. They all play different.
that was honestly, yeah, like they all played mad different. I can't play even Yami and the young version.
exactly.
You can't play them exactly the same. Like no one in that game played the same. And then on top of the characters playing different, you could have different loadouts
Yeah.
that
and like
even change the way you approach the game as the character. Like that was awesome.
combine those with your teammates, like healing them, like increasing like
Yeah,
their
like
max health, and
yeah, like let's say I had an Asta deck that was assault, and then you were a healer, and you buffed my maximum magic barrier and healing.
yeah,
You
like
and I as a
Noel give you a
combination,
shield.
yeah,
Yeah, that
like
was a good one. Yeah.
you and I just created a combination to create a godlike Asta to accomplish the objective. And then
Mm-hmm.
I could be like the super big tank, and then we could have a Lich in the background just fucking ship up from a distance with his whips and everything. Like, it was just games like those that tried new things and being really creative are just overlooked. And it's a shame because most of the time, those games that try something creative also kept the casual stuff in there.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
had
game like Black Clover, yeah, like a game like Black Clover and stuff had mad fan service, all those
it had
quotes,
story mode and it had anime
yeah,
cutscenes.
like and the story mode, like it wasn't even a bad story. Like it had Yami
Mm-hmm.
backstory in there. It was like oh like, and all these games keep the right
Like,
amount of fan service and gameplay.
I think Tabata adapted it and like think he made it canon or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they made a novel,
yeah,
so I was like yo like shit like that is sick, and it's a shit like that which surprisingly came from Bamco that like somehow bombs because Bamco be like oh we're not gonna advertise it.
yeah. We're gonna advertise Shinobi Strikers.
Yeah, I remember
24/7.
that. It came out within the same, like within 1 month. I remember the V jump of My Hero and Strikers and Black Clover all dropping together within 1 month.
Then we had like
That's OD.
we had to pull teeth just to get them the Vite system.
Yeah, exactly.
We had like figure it out what's wrong with it. And tell Bandai
Like,
Namco the fix.
and Bandai like had zero interest in supporting that. I bet you Bandai was like, "Fuck, I don't know why we made that season pass."
Yeah, exactly. It was nice
Obligated
it was
sit.
nice to let's vote for characters.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wouldn't
Got
want,
Lion-
I wouldn't
got
want them to do
Lion
I wouldn't want them to do that for like Jump Force or anything like that. No.
No, definitely
No.
not. We'll end up getting fucking G-Ran. Something crazy
Oh
like that.
yeah, and yeah, they like people were like, why doesn't Goku got Super Saiyan Blue?
Right?
Right,
And then,
just a
then
color
they put
change.
him in there. Like, and then they put him in there. It's
Now he's like
crazy.
he does like goes blue when he does like the spirit ball.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And it's just like those were games that did the fan service thing, but also did the gameplay thing, and that's rare. That's really rare. But and those games either get overshadowed, like Gundam Versus, amazing title, bombed. Now it's stuck in Japanese arcades doing its thing. Dissidia, you gotta pray to Jesus that shit is still alive. I don't know how Square Enix is still like, yo, we're gonna keep putting money into this baby.
Yeah,
Like-
because like the arcade is like going alongside it, so it's basically like you know what, here just take these
Yeah,
patches
take this petty like, fuck it,
and take
like-
these $13 character costumes.
right? Crazy. And then it's like other titles, like we were mentioning Black Clover and stuff, just bombed, overshadowed, disappeared. Like I highly doubt, as much as I love Black Clover, it's gonna be a long time before we see another game.
Yeah, exactly. He couldn't even get a second rep in Jump Force.
Yeah, yet they're adding Bakugo when My Heroes One Justice 2 is dropping this
Right?
year. Come on now.
And All Might. This is like,
Yeah, he got All Might too.
and you already got like
Could've at least given
Deku.
me-
They got the
could've at least
same
given me-
quirk.
Could have at least gave me freaking Yami. Come on.
I mean, you do got Yami. You just play with cards.
Or even like Yuno, especially now in the anime with all the new powers Yuno has got.
Yeah.
It's like so much potential for moves. It could have been a zoner that transforms and becomes a melee character. Like so much cool stuff they could have tried. Or
Yeah.
Quartet.
I know, like
Knights was
Yu-Gi-Oh's
still
Papa,
alive.
but come on, we didn't really need Kaiba.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like so many
It's
Shonen
ridiculous.
Jump series they could have did. Reborn, Norihion,
Yeah.
Kinnikuman.
And it's just like, who? I don't remember those guys. Or remember, yo, my favorite was the comedy characters when those got cut. Those don't fit our type of game.
Right?
Acting like-
How you gonna have Gentoki? He's both. He's
Right?
everything. He's serious. He's goofy.
He's serious and he's goofy. Like, come on.
Well, like
now.
if you really didn't want to, you could just make him full on serious.
He had one of the longest running series in Shonen Jump history.
Right? And he has a movie coming out.
It's wild. Wow, I don't understand it. Especially when games like Jump Ultimate Stars and J Stars had a lot of gag characters and a lot of serious characters, and it was a perfect blend. Like it doesn't even feel out of place.
J-Stars even included characters that didn't have animated adaptation yet, like
Psyche, he didn't even have that
and
anime
Koro
yet.
Sensei.
Yeah, their animes weren't even dropping yet. Yeah, they were in there.
They were giving manga characters love.
And then they were kind of, I mean, besides One Piece, they were kind of fair with like the reps. Like Dragon Ball had 3 reps, all right, it's Dragon Ball, you know what I mean? But other series still got like 2 or 3 reps. Like when Yu Yu Hakusho had 3 reps, I was hyped. Oh shit!
Then you got this universal mechanics Jump Force that make no sense. Like you got Ryo Saber flying through the air, teleporting. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, it's goofy, but it worked as a game. It had its flaws, but it worked. You could tell there was effort and love. I just, I don't know. Bandai must have robbed Nakajima's soul.
I was
Bandai
like,
must have been.
I was
yo.
excited for like Dive. Then you realize like he's supposed to be in J Stars. So like,
Yeah. Like, it's like I even got hyped when they were like, "Yo," and that's another thing that got me sad. Like, you never got no J Stars DLC. I would have bought that shit like
right?
instantly.
Like
no,
J Stars
for-
Plus announced, and they're like, "Here's an arcade mode."
Yeah, that was it. Oh, some balance changes. That was it.
And they were like, and for the arcade mode, there was like no trophies attached to it. It was just there. You didn't unlock anything. You didn't unlock nothing.
It's funny too because the arcade mode, like, you just kind of do it. That's it. Like,
Yeah. It's
nothing.
like no difficulty. The only difficulty is like when they jump your teammate or like you get jumped. Your teammate is like awful. AI.
And that's just people who were complaining they wanted more single player content. It's like, bro, you have the whole mission mode, story mode. Well, more than that, like the game is a team game. You fight
You're
online
right.
with your bros. I would have
People
gladly
try
taken
people
the
try to
characters.
1v1 and
To this day, we still got the 1v1 lobbies going up.
when people complain about like combos, oh Toriko. He's doing
Oh
it.
my god.
An infinite.
Infinites.
It's like a loop. It's not even an infinite. Characters do way more. There's our characters that actually kill
Right?
you.
Like it's crazy.
And
it's
you got like a teammate that can save you. You got an assist. That's different cooldowns.
What more do you want? You got a victory burst that depending on what
Yeah.
point in the combo you're in, you'll get out free.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was just. I mean, granted, I think a lot of the negative reception with J Stars is really not a hand holding game. If
Yeah.
you don't know how to play, you will get smoked. You will get
People say
smoked.
it's clunky, but elaborate. Just
Yeah, exactly. Even
Say
if
it's
to some
bad.
people the movement felt stiff, like
yeah.
I feel like, I mean, maybe it's just a hot take. I don't feel like J Star's movement is stiff. I feel like J Star's movement is more calculated because of the characters you're dealing with.
Yeah,
Like, let's say movement was more free, right? Imagine, and Goku's already overpowered, but imagine how much more insane Goku would be if his flight was like fucking willy nilly.
yeah, like going all these angles.
Yeah, like just as he pleases. When people like Yusuke can't even fly.
And they're,
But come
like,
on, bro.
and like not all of them move the same. Like even Gintoki, he's like he can basically go anywhere with his scooter.
Exactly.
Like tight turns.
Like the movement options were different. The movement was more calculated and stilted because of all the different types of characters you're dealing with.
And like your characters
And
can
even-
fly, you can like jab them out and anti-air them, and get a free combo.
Yeah. And on top of that, like some characters still get their mixed game going on. Like Suna, he's going ham in the air. He can stab,
Yeah.
reverse the direction in which he flies. He can cross you up. Like it's crazy. So it's like
yeah. Cross up.
it's stuff like it's like, and it's like like stuff like that. It felt calculated. Like everything felt like it was there for. Granted, the balance could have used some work, but
Yeah.
again, it was the first title and it never got a sequel. Most of these games that start off and people nut about, like the third or fourth game.
I just wish
Or
they reached out to people for like plus balancing,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been
Japan's
amazing.
Still tried, but I heard that they reverted the changes and stuff.
Sasuke and Ichigo could have actually been balanced.
Yeah, exactly. And the characters they nerfed, they basically nerfed everyone with like a projectile. Vegeta, Yusuke, like what?
Yusuke, bro, I remember when I was playing the Japanese version, because I used to main Yusuke in the Japanese version. When his changes happened in Plus, I was like, why would I ever do a charged ray gun now?
Exactly, it takes all his meter regardless.
Like, I was like, hell no, that's so, just some of the changes. especially like Vegeta and stuff. It made zoning like weaker, and I was like, zoning was fun with these guys. You know what I
Nerf
mean?
Big
Like,
Bang attack damage. Just
right?
sidestep. Oh my gosh.
Or
It's not hard.
block it. That's
Yeah.
it. Like, it was just so much that they changed, and it was funny that I was surprised they changed it from Western people complaining about it.
Like they made like
Because I'm
Final
like,
Flash like blockable now. They
yeah,
have
I
that
was
huge
like,
startup. It's like as soon as you hear
yeah,
him,
like
you can just sidestep.
you literally see him charging up. You see like the specials that really did a lot of block stun and like block damage. Like they have a huge wind up, and then
Exactly.
the specials that are instant are usually blockable. Like you can block soon as cambio forma. You can just
Yeah.
block it. That's it. Or when Toriko does his string, you can just sidestep.
Exactly.
Like, and then the ones that were unblockable, Kenshin, have insane startup. Insane startup. He sits there doing a whole incantation for like 15 seconds before he even does it.
And people were too busy complaining about those. They didn't fix like some ultimates, but then you get like Toguro, his ultimate.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah, he transforms, he takes a whole voltage, then he does it again, and he's also vulnerable.
Yeah.
Then you got Lucky Man, who's
And
vulnerable, and his startup is like, and then Bull as
it's
well.
just,
It's like,
it's wild. Especially, like you were saying, some of the transformation ones aren't even worth it. I think the only good transformation victory versus Seiya. All the other ones, like Yusuke's transformation, is garbage. Togoro's is really bad because it melts the voltage gauge, like instantly.
yeah.
It's just wild. But again, those were games that even though they had flaws and people loved to point out the flaws, it was like you never gave it enough support for them to get a chance to fix those things.
It was just fun, you know?
You know what I mean? Like you never, but we give these games that are bad, like shit, all this support and love. Like, come on, bro. Why are we supporting a hero nobody knows? Like, we already seen. It's not like we didn't see gameplay. When people saw the teaser, I'm like, you know, benefit of the doubt. You saw gameplay as like you literally have a thread with Saitama mashing against you.
Right?
It's like, what more do you need other than this? Like, it's crazy.
Like I'm only started like making content for this stuff because you know I'm just sick of it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad that you did. It's awesome to see somebody doing it. Cause like, it's enough is enough. Tired of shilling,
Right?
seeing people shill the trash. And then it's funny because like the same people who shill it, like Jump Force and stuff, like only a week later or a month later, they'll be like, "Oh, this shit is whack. This shit is trash.
Yeah, they
Why
don't.
did I even buy it?
They don't
I
even.
don't know why."
They don't even play that much.
Yeah, I remember.
I hated
like,
Jump Force, and I played it more than
Yeah,
most
exactly.
people.
Like the people who hate Jump Force actually labbed it and like learned why it sucks.
Exactly.
And then it's funny because then like I remember I don't know if it was PS360 or Yonko. Pretty sure it was Yonko, but they were like, I never hyped up Jump Force. He was like, so don't blame me for hyping it up. I remember Bro points in the thread like, screen cap, screen cap. You did hype it up, and then he's like, oh no, I didn't. So it's like these people want to hype it up to chase a check for the game. I mean, honestly, it just comes down to clout, right? Like everyone hypes the game up, that way they get the clout, and then when the game is trash, this game is trash, moves on to the next title. We see it all the time. We see so many YouTubers do it. But then there's like those same people who can get the voice and have the energy to convince other people to speak up about it and help make the game better. Like, you're just not doing it, you know? Like, I guarantee you, if everyone was like, yo, a hero nobody knows is trash, then at least Bandai, I'm not saying they're going to cancel the game, that's ridiculous, but at least they'll be forced to be like, you know what, we should try to balance it, you know what I mean?
Maybe delay it a bit, you know.
Yeah, we should try to salvage what's there at least.
So we got to see how this closed beta goes. Cause it's pretty like a long term, right? It's like what, 4 days maybe?
Yeah, it's the 1st to the 4th.
Hopefully it's not like time limited.
It is. I looked it up. It's time sessions.
Oh god.
I think they're 2 to 3 hours a piece. Yeah. So definitely gonna have to try to squeeze that time in. And I know there's gonna be online, so I'm hoping there's.
It definitely is gonna be like online, because I think it said like online required, like it said like Xbox Gold and whatever.
So I'm hoping that we get to like play with friends or something. That way we can kind of lab it out. Even though I know Jump Force didn't.
It's definitely won't be able to play friends.
So yeah, but
Yeah, I think the
I don't
beta
know.
footage shows like they're playing online.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
CAC against the other CAC
yeah.
at the end. But we'll see. And that's another thing
Actually,
too. It's like on top of trying to make a decent fighting game, it's like they have created a character in it. You know?
so I'm guessing Saitama's definitely in because I see two characters
Yeah.
right here. I
That
guess
looks like Atomic Samurai
yeah, Atomic Samurai and
and Fubuki.
oh, I thought that's a ninja.
Really? That's Sonic?
Looks like Sonic. I see purple.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So it'll probably be like everyone announced up to TGS, or maybe it'll just be the TGS build because I think TGS. Did TGS have Atomic Samurai? I don't think they did.
I have no idea.
I know TGS had
I don't think it did. 'Cause
Dang though.
I don't remember. I don't remember seeing Atomic Samurai.
Yeah, but I think they're just probably gonna give the characters announced up till now, and that's it. But if the beta's in November, then the game can't be launched. Which is why I'm surprised they haven't
Closed beta.
announced a release date yet. Closed beta.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm surprised they haven't announced a release date yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. When is Tokyo Ghoul coming out?
November 15th. You know what else comes out that day? That's how I know the game is gonna bomb.
What?
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Like, why is there a
Oh.
Tokyo Ghoul beta? That's like a team game. Definitely want to.
Yeah, that's the game you want people to play together. And it's dropping next month. Like,
That-
it
that
should have
game's
been a
like-
beta this month.
That game's like been delayed for like who knows how long it's been in the.
Shadow Stealth delay because it was
Yeah,
supposed to
'cause
drop.
the anime ended like ages ago.
Yeah, it was supposed to drop December of last year, 2018, and then there was like shadow delay. Like, coming sometime. The fact that we even got the trailers in August from TGS was like, oh, okay. Like it was like random. It was like, oh, thanks, I guess, out of nowhere.
Yeah, so it makes you like, do you get Tokyo Ghoul and risk let get the game? Could be good,
That's
but
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
there's gonna be no
Yeah,
one playing it, so it's like.
And then all the trailers we've seen, it's not like a gameplay of a whole match. It's
yeah,
like edited
we haven't
shit.
seen like a match either. It's just like
Yeah,
they just dropped what the Ghoul trailer.
yeah, that was it. And
Yeah.
and it's like heavily edited gameplay too.
Yeah,
It'll be like hard cut from action, hard cut ultimate.
I'm still not sure.
cutscene.
It's like what team survival horror? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell it is. I keep thinking it's like Black Clover, but then it's like they're advertising something else.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
bosses
Yeah,
and- Then they got created Ghoul and
yeah. Create an investigator. Like just
Yeah.
dumped it in there. I was like, what the fuck? Wasn't even expecting that. Mad last second too. It was like literally in the last trailer. They were like, oh yeah, like randomly in there. I was like, what the hell? And then it's a shame because then like you got to pay $60 to find out if it's good. And even if you're not the one who pays $60, it's like someone you know
it's gonna do
paid
it.
$60 to find out whether it was good or not.
Then you gotta watch people reviews and come on, reviews are like
Oh, exactly. You can't even trust reviews.
for
Half
like
the reviews be
for
like, this game is
PvP
fire.
competitive games. They're like, oh 2D Fire, this is the best fighting game ever, but they don't say why.
Right? Happens all the time. I remember when IGN was nutting about Dragon Ball. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fighters is a good game,
Yeah.
but I was watching the review and he's just like, amazing, wow. And it's like, okay, but you have to explain. And I saw someone say this online once. People who review fighting games that don't play fighting games are different from people who play fighting games and review them.
Yeah, I think we do
You know what I
when
mean?
like reviewers they review so much like they like maybe have like an hour to review a game to play a game.
Yeah,
Even worse, like fighting games, you want to play against other people, and you can't really do that with a review copy because no one else has the game.
No one else has the game, and then if someone else does have the game, they don't know how to play it. So you're not even really like playing on a high level. Like Dragon Ball Fighters, and again, not to keep mentioning it, but like you play online, there's people who play like chimps, and then there's people who play like they know how to play the game. So
Yeah.
your interpretation of the experience might be different than someone else's.
hmm People don't want to lab at all either.
Yeah, no, they just want to jump online and
Yeah.
mash buttons. And if they can't mash buttons and win, then the game is trash.
I still see that in Kill La Kill. It's like It's like tech
And the
out
game
there. It's like you can reach out discords and you just jump online. Then you run into like a student council
literally like
president.
if and I've done it. Like if you Google Kill the Kill Tech or anything like that, either
Mm-hmm.
your videos will pop up or combo videos will pop up, and either one of those, you can find like links to the Discord.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
Like
mean? Like there's a when there's a will, there's a way.
even just clicking the kill I kill if hashtag on Twitter, you'll find something. There'll be
Exactly.
someone that's putting out
Like
something.
you'll yeah, exactly. So I feel like the resources are there. No one wants to do it. People just want to mash in a game that has mad
Mm-hmm.
fan service, and that's where Hero Nobody Knows comes in.
Yeah, it's just the stage of where arena games are right now.
It's bad. It's really bad. I'm worried. I'm worried about future franchises like Demon Slayer. You
Yeah,
know,
it's just popular.
like
Like
it's really
how much
only a
effort are
matter
they
of
really
time.
going to put into it? You know, or are we just going to go for a quick cash in?
My Look at My Hero, bro. My Hero's dropping a sequel within like only 1 year later.
Yeah,
That's
they
nuts.
could have like made so many DLC. They did like what 3 DLC characters?
Yeah,
Like I think Deku
and
was free, and like
not for nothing, those DLC characters were like super low effort too, with their minute and a half specials.
oh yes, this special is so long.
Yeah, and I played the demo on New York Comic Con. It's not any different. Not any different. All the characters are the same. Only thing that changed is the characters' updates got out. The characters' outfits got updated to the season 4.
Yeah,
So like Kirishima, he has a season 4 outfit, and Deku has a season 4 outfit.
I think I saw like a Deku when he was like in his civilian clothes or whatever.
No, that wasn't in the demo.
Oh, that wasn't demo, but that was like in one of the trailers.
Oh,
I think it was
okay.
like the initial trailer for
Oh,
One
okay.
Justice 2. Yeah, so I'm
But
guessing they give him like more costumes.
and then they added the Tomuda from the manga arc. Pretty sure they only added the manga arc Tomuda to appeal to the manga fans to be like, let me get it. Let me have a reason to cop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who actually, because I don't not caught up. I don't know actually who appears in the next arc. So I'm just
The
wondering
next
if they're like reaching for characters now, because like what it was like 40 character slots now.
they're kind of reaching for characters because they added the main characters in the next arc are Overhaul, which we saw in their initial
Yeah,
reveal,
yeah,
and Toga, Meteor Toga.
yeah,
So, which he was already in the initial reveal too. So then,
they
the
adding the other
yeah,
others.
the other two of the
Yeah,
big three. So
yeah,
the other two. So then it's like now they're clearly gonna. The fact that there were so many slots, I was surprised by that too when I took the
yeah,
picture. The fact that there's so many slots, they're definitely gonna be stretching thin. Like
yeah.
I'm not.
Probably add the other classes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Add other class characters, or if they add the new villain from the movie that's dropping, because apparently the movie's supposed to be canon, I believe.
Oh yeah, like Burning Blood Day with Film Gold.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Yeah.
They're gonna add probably Fat Gum, Sir Night Eye. Those were like two other big characters in that arc. But
They'll probably give the name of the villain from Two Heroes. We'll finally know.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, they're probably. Yeah, I remember they revealed his name was Nine. They'll probably add Nine,
Yeah.
and the fact that, like I said, it's 10 slots. So it's like they even adding Mineta and the other girl, the pink girl.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
They-
ask for the pink girl. So yeah,
I mean, of course, for obvious
yeah,
reasons.
obvious reason.
But like, it's like, and then My Hero was like, bro, like at this point, who else are you gonna add? The fact that they added a manga version villain, I'm like, you know, you're reaching for characters now.
Yeah,
So I don't know if they're gonna add even more manga characters. It's possible, maybe DLC.
hmm
But as of right now, like even me looking at the picture as we speak, like it looks like they're reaching really hard.
yeah,
But I think they're gonna add another Deku too.
yeah, definitely.
So it's just like it's to me it's like nuts.
And if not on
I'm like,
launch
wow.
and deals, my DLC,
It'll probably be DLC.
they'll definitely announce a season pass probably.
Yeah, and I definitely think it'll be DLC because it'll probably be towards the end of season 4.
Yeah,
So
That's gonna have a
Yeah,
huge roster, and people they'll probably eat up.
yeah, they'll eat it up, and then they're not gonna be able to drop part three for like another 2 or 3 years because they're gonna have to wait for the anime to catch up.
Then there's probably some higher up in Bandai Namco whispering, "Hey, add creative characters."
Right? Oh,
Exactly.
yo, you know what would really sell part three if we added create a hero.
Right.
Sir, didn't we do that with just a hero nobody knows? Yeah, talk to the Spike guys down the hallway. They'll get you
We can
updated.
have an original story mode when you like go to school.
And people would fucking, oh my god, I know people would start wilding for that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yo, what? Go to school with the kids? Ah! Yo.
Oh my God, Bakugo just told me to kill myself. Hi.
Right? Oh my god. Or go the persona route, add like dating. Yo, that was
Oh
hilarious.
yes. Yeah. Guess I'll wrap this up.
Yeah.